Hey everybody, welcome back. So today what I wanted to do, we are standing right here at our docks that we just built. I wanted to do some mining today because I am almost out of iron and just materials in general. And when I was building this little achievement thing, um, I had noticed a bunch of mobs down here. So I think that there's a cave. So we're just gonna try digging down and seeing if we can find anything. Turn my sound down just a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good day. Once again, getting some real kind of positive reception from you guys, which is awesome. Very grateful for that. And yeah, it seems like people liked the build from last video. Trying to make these builds like decent, not, I don't know, boring, I guess, or not super rudimentary. I do want to make stuff that's interesting. I just realized that I should maybe get another diamond pickaxe, but we'll see. Okay, we're getting kind of close to. I don't think in the newer versions you can do this. You can use like F3 to find like mobs and stuff. I think that's a new thing, or not a new thing. I think that's an old thing they got rid of. Still not feeling too great. You can probably still hear it in my voice. Um, but it's all right. I am hopefully I turned in like my weekly report I need to do for my new substitute class thing, and I don't know if I did it right, but teacher said I could resubmit if I needed to. And then today I gotta do some memorization. Okay, so it looks like we're almost here. Wherever here is. I don't know what's moving like that. Okay, so we found the cave. And then I'm gonna turn off F3 so I have a little more. It's a creeper. Holy crap. See, in this version of the game, they are a lot more quiet. And my boots are already gone. There's coal though. Okay, well, yeah, so what I want to do, obviously this is kind of a real hectic way up, but I like to establish, I should have brought a little more wood, like a little base camp before we enter. So like right here, it's gonna be like, okay, right before we actually go into the main entrance of the cave, we'll have a little platform type thing. So we'll get some wooden planks here. Excuse me. And then some steps that will go here. Should have brought uh, logs. Okay. No, this would probably look a lot better if I built it better, but I did not, so we're gonna have to make do with my current skills. So yeah, oh, and there's coal up there, so there you go. And we'll actually, we don't have any glass, but we'll throw a little like window. I think that could be fun. You gotta love that classic Minecraft music. but I don't love it enough for it to be that loud. Maybe if I wasn't recording, then I would turn it up a little bit. But I saw one of, I can't remember the name. Oh, what was his name? Or her name, I'm not sure. Upward Animations. They made like a tribute to me, and I think they recreated my base. Either they recreated it or they did like world edit. Uh, but either way, it was super cool. It was really cool to see someone like, I don't know, take something I had done and be like, hey, I wanted to make a tribute. They called it a tribute to me, so not quite sure exactly what that means, but it was super cool. And dang it. And I really liked it. It was so yeah, Upford, thank you so much. If you have any ideas for videos or builds or stuff, totally throw them in the comments. Any of you guys, um, I'd love to do them. Okay, so now that we've got this, we're just gonna do a chest, a crafting table, and a furnace. I have to make another crafting table anyways. So this is like a, okay, you come down here, you've got some, you know, basic stuff, you know, trying to say preparation stuff, and then you can come back and continue building, or you can go into the mines. And then we'll do some stairs here. Up this way. Okay. Well, I already have like no food, so, but we do have a lot of coal, which I was in need of coal, and it looks like some iron too. So that's good. Is it only one block? That's fine. Could be worse, could be no blocks. I know that when they made the Caves and Cliffs update, they like really revamped caves and they're a lot cooler to explore. You know, they look a lot cooler, but man, I am a sucker for the old cave generation. I'm not sure why. I know the new stuff is technically better, but I don't know. I just like the old style. Same thing with the lack of sprinting in this version. I know some people might not like that and be like, oh, well, sprinting's, you know, how could you play without sprinting? But I'm just a big fan of it. Makes you take things a little bit slower, it makes you kind of focus on other things more. But yeah, so that is why I do that. Don't know if I like, I don't know. This is fine. This isn't anything big. I'll improve that later. Okay, well, we got coal. Keep on going. Oh, and at least with this creeper, I saw him. I need to get more wood too. This might be like the underground resource episode, and then I'll have a overworld resource episode where I just get a bunch of wood. But I feel like that's gonna be a lot more boring. It'd be great if we could find diamonds. I have some left. I think I have like maybe 16 left, which I mean is nothing to scoff at. But even though the armor system doesn't need them as much, I do think it would be cool to get a full set of diamond armor. Because then you can just kind of prioritize building and resource gathering and stuff. That's one thing too, like with later versions where you get like the end and all this stuff, like you have like an end game to Minecraft, pun not intended. Oh, and I like that stone and like dirt are the only thing you mine because you don't have like andesite and diorite and 50 other blocks. Anyways, like technically the end game is like, okay, you reach diamond in the older versions, but I'm a big fan of how it's like you don't have to do all this stuff. You don't have to reach, 30 levels and get a bunch of fully enchanted stuff and then go to the Nether and find Netherite. And I would like if there were Nether fortresses. I think that'd be cool. But really what it just is like, yeah, you get diamond tools and they're better than the other ones. And then you just build, you explore, you build, all that stuff. And that's it. And I just really like that more because I feel like you kind of get, I don't know, bombarded with requirements and choices and all of that in the current version of the game. Not that the current version of the game is bad by any means. I think it's good and it's a evolution of what it was. But I just prefer the old version. And I'm sure a big factor of that is also nostalgia. So yeah, if anybody in the comments, like if you have a favorite version of Minecraft, whether that's the one you started with or the current version or one in between, leave it in the comments and it'll be really fun. I also want to eventually get started on I like the really small builds that I'm doing, like these docks or like that little sandbar and that kind of thing. But also, I wouldn't mind doing something big and doing smaller builds in between, but having a sort of kind of major project. Ooh, dungeon. Holy crap. Actually scared me. Skeleton dungeon, though, that's awesome. Jeez. It actually freaked me out. Even though I 100% saw it coming. Cool. Well, dungeon, that's great. Iron, cocoa beans, saddle, chest. Oh, I thought it wouldn't spawn him anymore. I'm so glad that skeletons are so stupid in this version. Okay, I only have 2 bread left, so that's not good. And my inventory's getting a little full. Do want to get this mossy cobble because I guess I do have the people might not some people might not know about it because it was just in one of my original videos. But oh my gosh. So I guess that doesn't work. But I had it's called the Cave of Ordeals. It's named after something from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. But it's like this kind of dungeon type thing. And it'd honestly be kind of cool if I could spawn in mob spawners in there, but that would be cheating, and I don't know if anybody would. I'm sure some people wouldn't like that. I'm sure people want just a full vanilla playthrough. But that is something that I would like to further go into and expand upon. So that's also something. But also, if there's just a really big build that anybody has ideas for, that would also be really fun. I think that'd be a really fun challenge. I've never really done super big builds in Minecraft. Honestly, probably the biggest one of, if not the biggest thing I built is this base in this world. Or actually, no, I had a base in an old realm that I did with some friends, and it was hanging. It was hanging from the top of a big arch cliff thing, and it looked really cool. Not to toot my own horn, but it did. Okay, it looks like there's another cave down there, maybe. But I am a little worried since I only have 2 pieces of bread left. That does worry me a little, and the pickaxe is almost broken. But maybe we'll take a look, and I guess we'll see. And my inventory's almost full, and there's a bunch of mobs here, so this might be a really dumb idea. But on the bright side, if I die, I don't lose any levels. So, Okay, I think it's like literally right here. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I don't like this. I don't like this. I have no idea how I just survived all that. Okay, I need to light this up like now. I definitely think I should. This is a huge cave. I definitely think I should go back up to the surface. I started smelting a ton of cobblestone so I can get more smooth stone. I want to do more with those stone slabs because there's not, there's not stone bricks in this version, which kind of sucks. I'm a big fan of stone bricks. So I'm a little bummed that those aren't in beta or in 1.7.3. I think they're introduced in 1.8. But okay, well, let's go back up. And I think I remember how to do that. My friend, my old friend who I haven't seen him in years since I moved, but he was the guy who introduced me to Minecraft. He always told me that when he would mine, he would place his torches in like the direction of the way back, which I always thought was really cool. Um, but I like never, I don't know. I never put in like the actual effort to do that. I think it might be nighttime. No, it's daytime. Great. Okay, I have got more, I've actually got more pork chops, and I think that those might be a better food source for this. I want to get more pork chops, so honestly, probably like next pig I see, I should do that. Gotta check my phone intermittently. My wife is at the store right now because she is awesome. And so she's been texting me, making sure, like, is there anything that we need to get or all that? And so, okay. Well, there's all the stone. I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to start putting some iron in there, start smelting that, and then we'll move. Put all this stuff here. What was I got? Food. That's why I was here. I was here for food. Got more wheat now. That gravel is here. I'm gonna grab a piece of glass for the whatever I was going to say. I can't remember. Piece of glass for, oh, for the little base area at the beginning. That's what I was looking for. And a door. I want a door down to there. And there's probably a better, shoot. I have no idea where I was going with that. Oh, a better way to get to the, like, to that cave. Now that I know, like, the coordinates of it, I think that I can have a little bit of a better way down there that I could also build. I don't know if I do that, like, in this video, or if I do it in a different one. Oh, and then I want to make another pickaxe. So the coal right now goes in here. I have 15 diamonds. Well, I have 12 now, but 1, 2, 3. this, and then I have an extra water bucket. I need to be better at organizing my stuff. And then arrows. I don't think I need a bow. I think I'm doing fine without it. Okay. Well, we are more prepared now. Let's take this comically slow boat. All these mobs. I just remember when the video when I was making, oh, it's almost nighttime. When I was making that little monument, and I was like kind of getting freaked out because I just kept on hearing like zombies and stuff, and I was so confused. And even more so now. Where are these all coming from? Over there? Up there? There's so many caves here. But I'm going to go to the lower ones because I want to see, hopefully, getting some diamonds. But I have no idea where the entrance was. Unless it's right here. It is right here. Okay. All right, well, got more iron. What are we at? 20 minutes? I've actually not been recording for as long as I thought it was. This like YouTube thing like low-key came out of nowhere. I really just wanted to post my world, like my base, because I had nothing better to do, especially since I didn't get this, full-time internship that I was really hoping for. Now I'm only have like 9 hours a week of schoolwork and then nothing else because my wife is the one who works full time. I think once the summer hits, I'm gonna start doing like DoorDash or something, so I'm not like a deadbeat. Because I think that'd be helpful, bring a little bit of extra income in. Only thing is it's kind of annoying taxes wise, but it's not too hard. Hopefully, I'm sure I brought it up. Hopefully we are gonna move out of, we currently live in Idaho. Hopefully in the next few months we'll be able to move out. If I can get a job when I graduate or when I finish up my degree. I technically already graduated, but oh, redstone. But yeah, when I like fully finish up my degree, so I do this substitution thing, then I'll have to, apply for a bunch of jobs and get an actual gig as a software engineer. Oh, I think I just pressed a button on my mouse for no reason. Then we can move. We're hoping for Southern California. Be really fun. Big change of pace from here, where it's just like cold all of the time. And my wife's from California, so she's not used to the cold. Well, she's been here in Idaho for over 10 years now. And I've been here almost 7, I think. But it gets really cold here, so we'd like to move somewhere where it doesn't do that. Be really fun. Nice little adventure. Yeah. Most of my family lives in Utah. But then I have a brother who is a YouTuber. He is also a YouTuber. But he's like huge. He's got like 150,000 subscribers or something like that. He does not do video game stuff. And I don't really either. I mean, this is just literally me playing Minecraft. I don't expect. Dude, no way. There's another one? It's insane. That's where I'm hearing all these guys. Feather farm, I guess. Got some redstone and some string. Very nice, very nice. I was about to say, like, make a mob farm, but I don't need experience. I guess I could do it with the skeleton one for bones. So I get more bone meal. But even then, I'm like, use it for what? Like grass? Or for, I don't need, like, wheat. I guess I could use it for trees. Music's creeping in. I haven't heard like any cave sounds, which is interesting. I was hearing them like, oh, you know what? I was hearing them outside and it was freaking me out. And I think it's because of this giant cave was right underneath it. I am like 95% sure that's what that was. I also wouldn't mind doing an episode that's focused on like redstone. I am awful with redstone. Like barely any experience with it. Not you know, yeah, very much a novice, but it could be interesting to do that. There's someone responded to me on Instagram. I need to delete my social media. Social media is not good for you. So yeah, it's just I don't like people that get mad all the time and argue. And sometimes the arguments are worth having, like 100%. If you're someone who thinks that everything should be passive, then I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong because you have a right to your own opinion, but in order for stuff to get done and for people to learn and grow, you need to have discussions, and sometimes discussions turn into arguments. But on the internet, especially, and especially on social media, most of those arguments are completely useless and don't give any benefit. Because also, most of the time, you're arguing against someone who's not willing to change their mind, or even be not necessarily change their mind, but be willing to listen to new ideas or try to understand different perspectives. We very much now, I feel like I'm like getting on my soapbox, but like we very much right now live in a time, and we kind of always have, you know, as a race, been very stubborn and have thought that, you know, what we think is right, someone else thinks is wrong. And there are certain, I don't know, concepts or lifestyles that might give some credence to that, especially if you're, I don't know, being very hateful towards others. Probably pretty solid to say that that's not the right thing to do. Um, but you know, you don't know. But this person responded to me on they I guess don't like the script of Daredevil Born Again, which I'm a big fan. I love Born Again. I love that old Netflix show too. Um, but people, you know, like to, because Disney or whatever, they like to trash on the new version. Um, and that it's not, you know, it's awful compared to the original, which I don't think is true. I think that the original show is really good. There are definitely things in that show that I miss that aren't in the new one. I really like everything that they do with like Matt Murdock, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Like his faith and his Catholicism, I think that's super interesting. And I do think that the first season of Born Again was pretty rough. And that's because they had to revamp the entire show. Because when they first were making it, it was not. Yo, let's go. Diamonds. Some lava. When they were first making the show, it was just apparently really bad. Like he was barely ever even in the suit. Barely ever in the suit, and it was more of a legal drama, and it really didn't have any connections to the original show. I have no idea why they were going to do that. But then, like, I think it was 6 episodes in, the Marvel was like, okay, we're going to bring in a new showrunner. His name is Dario Scardapani, I think so. And everything that he has added, and the stuff that they added in season 1 was really good. Drastic jump in quality from the other episodes, and So that was cool. And I was like, okay, so this is what they're doing now. And now season 2 is completely with that new team. So it's been a big jump in quality. It's got some moments that it's got a fight scene in it that I think might be one of my favorites in like all of Daredevil, like including the original show. Okay, well, inventory is once again almost full. So we'll make our way back. We've done most of this cave, I'm pretty sure. There might be still some more stuff that we haven't. Oh, oh, wrong button. I got this new mouse. It's like the Logitech MX4, Master 4, I think. And it's been great. I haven't like used all of its functionality. It's got some really cool stuff that I just haven't gotten around to really implementing. But my old one was like this. It was also Logitech, but it was like designed for being really portable. Like you could, easy to travel with. Because of that, it was tiny. And I don't think I have very big hands, but I am a guy. And so it was not very comfortable. And this has been very much an upgrade, which I never got because it's pretty pricey. But then me and my wife, our tax returns came in and it was significantly more than we thought they would be. And so we were able to kind of upgrade. Okay. I think I'm just going to put most of the stuff in here. Because I want to do a little bit more mining, but I don't want to have to go back up. So let's toss all this stuff. Keep some of the cobblestone. And there we go. Okay. Now we can do our little cheat. I'm sure that zombie's up there because it's nighttime. I think we'll go back down. See, we're at 30 minutes now. All right. I don't want to do like a full hour, so I don't know when my wife is getting home. But when she does, oh, I will probably stop. There's also a slime chunk around here where I've got like my actual mine. There's a slime chunk. Okay, I don't want to have to. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, social media just, I don't know. It's really easy to get really angry at people and get into large arguments if you're just anonymous online. But when you talk to someone, oh, this is it. When you have to talk to someone in person, face to face or whatever, you have to be a little more cordial. You have to be more, I don't know, maybe not kind, but open-minded because you can't just, yell at someone. Not seeing any mob tags. So this might be it for this cave, actually. This might be it, actually. So if so, then I think we'll actually just make our way back up and end it off here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's just when you're having discussions, it's a lot more beneficial and easier to do if you're not yelling at each other on the internet. You're actually trying to have real discussions with each other. I think it's really helpful and well needed. But we just live in a time where it's really hard to do that because maybe some ideas that people have are some can be very dangerous and some can very much lead to hurtful things. But I don't know, maybe we'll get to a point where that's not the case anymore. We're almost at 90 subscribers, which is kind of crazy, which means that if we're almost at 90, it means we're relatively close to 1,000. I don't know where that boat went. Not to 1,000. What am I talking about? 100. Um, that boat just disappeared. I can't see it because, oh, there it is, right there. 100 subscribers would be crazy, but I really don't. I don't know. I really don't care. I'm just happy that there are people who are watching right now, and it just really means the world. Okay, let's throw some stuff. My wife's on her way home, so good timing there. But let's do this. We're gonna start with that. And then we'll throw 3 in here. Do this. Then we can. I like how I went and I got diamonds and it was literally just enough to replace the pickaxe that I already had. Okay, and then lapis. Redstone is upstairs. Do that. Mossy cobblestone in here. Mob drops, mushrooms. I want to say mushrooms are also upstairs. I need to maybe do a little bit better sorting of my storage. Bunch of bread. Yep, mushrooms here. Mushroom stew at some point. And then I'm actually going to grab all of this smooth stone out of all of these so I can move those. Should be 8 stacks. I'm pretty sure either 8 or 7. Okay. We'll go here. Not there. Here's our smooth stone. Here's our cobble. And our mob drops go in here. Make some TNT at some point. Maybe I'll just blow something up for a video. Okay, and now we're all organized. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you got any video ideas, please throw them in the comments. If you want to see more mining, you want to see more resources, a small build, a big build, I am more than willing to do whatever you guys want in most cases. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.